At the end of the 16th century, in the lands of the Kingdom of Hungary, there lived a noblewoman whose name would later become feared. Her name was Erzsébet Báthory. She was born into one of the most powerful aristocratic families. Wealth, influence, and political connections defined her power by birth. From the outside, her life seemed secure. She was married to a high-ranking noble, and her household controlled vast, imposing estates. Servants worked under her authority. Villages depended on her lands, but over time something changed. Reports from that period describe increasing cruelty within her estate. Servants were beaten. Young women began to disappear from public view. At first, there were rumors, then whispers, then silence. In a society where nobility held nearly absolute power, complaints rarely reached justice. Fear worked faster than law. And so, for years, nothing happened. But stories continued to circulate. Witnesses claimed young women were brought into the castle and never seen again. Some spoke of screams at night. Others described bodies removed in secrecy. Whether every detail is accurate is still debated today. Eventually, the situation could no longer be ignored. Investigations were ordered. Officials and witnesses entered her estate. They reportedly discovered signs of abuse and violence. Survivors and servants gave statements describing systematic cruelty. The number of victims was never confirmed. What is clear is that multiple deaths were attributed to her household. The most infamous claim concerns bathing in blood. Legend says she believed the blood of young women could preserve her youth. However, historians consider this highly uncertain. There is no reliable contemporary evidence confirming such practices. In 1610, action was finally taken. Her associates were arrested and interrogated. Some of them were executed. Erzsébet Báthory herself was never formally tried. Instead, she was confined to her own castle, isolated for her remaining years. She died in isolation in 1614. After her death, her story continued to grow, reshaped by writers and storytellers over time. Over the centuries, her name became tied to the blood Countess. But separating fact from myth is not simple. Her story is about what happens when power is unchecked, about silence, and how it allows violence to continue. Erzsébet Báthory remains a figure between history and legend, a reminder that power without limits produces outcomes difficult to forget.